Okay, so I'm trying to get the look and the light before I position the camera just so you can see it pretty well. Um, also a short disclaimer before I begin. I misunderstood this assignment and I didn't realize that you had given us a list of time periods to choose from when we were doing our research for. And so I just assumed that we were doing the same time period we chose for the previous assignment, which mine was current modern day, the subculture of light academia and then dark academia for Dracula. And so if you would like me to redo this, I totally can, and I can redo it in one of the time periods that you had given us from the list. So that's the first thing. And also the second thing was I did some corrective makeup on my face, which I thought that we were supposed to do, but then after watching everyone's presentations, it seemed like the looks were a little bit less theater-esque and more like of an everyday makeup look. So I also was a little bit confused on that. So that's just a disclaimer. So I did the light academia look for this time period, and I chose this the time period for modern day. Again, I can change it if you would like me to, because I didn't realize that we were supposed to choose one from the list. But I found it a little bit difficult to choose which time period, because I knew that I wanted to do the light academia for the play, but I found it a little bit difficult to choose like which time period that this subculture would, or trend would fall under, just because right now currently there are so many popular trends and there are so many popular subcultures that are in the mass media. So but I think that the reason behind that is because everyone has an abundance of resources and inspiration that they're taking from. So a lot of people's individual and personal styles become can be categorized into greater trends, but it's less of like, this is the whole trend for this entire time period, because there's a lot of smaller categories that people are falling under. And I think another reason for that is because of the pandemic. Everyone kind of had time to be secluded and figure out what their own personal style was. So I feel like that escalated a lot of the trends that are going on right now. So starting with the hair, I did this. I have two ponytails. I thought that this was a little bit of a schoolgirl look that kind of went along with the academia part of it. Some other looks that I could have done that would have matched this would be to take, two pieces of my hair and kind of pin it back and then fasten it with like a cream bow or a neutral bow. And then for men, basically it's just like the look. Oh, also middle parts are very popular within this and within modern fashion right now. And for men, it's mostly just like it could be very versatile, whether it's like curly or straight, but as long as it just looks pretty clean and a little bit styled, whether that's like a little bit pushed back or kind of like, the look where they have like the two swoopy pieces of hair. It kind of just depends on what your natural hair is, and then just styling it to look put together and a little bit more clean. So then for the makeup aspect of it, I did the fluffy brow look right here, which is very popular right now. Some products that could be used to achieve that is soap. People are using like soap. It kind of acts as a sort of gel, and you put soap in and then you brush it up. I'll include that in my paper so it makes a little bit more sense. Or like Glossier's Boy Brows are really good to push that up. And then for the eyeshadow, I hope you can see it, there's some shimmery, just like highlighted light colors, very like neutral, just like glowy. And then I did corrective makeup. I did a skinny look because being skinny, unfortunately, is just very popularized and very stylized and kind of works as like an accessory in a lot of fashion, especially I feel like in this in light academia, most of the inspiration I pulled from was skinny people. And so I did that corrective makeup. The blush, it's instead of the more traditional like right here, it is like a little bit higher up on the cheek, which kind of like makes your face like a little bit more higher. And then there's some, I wish that you could see it a little better. There's some highlight on the nose, highlight right here, highlight right here. And then I also did some fake freckles, which you can't really tell in the video, but hopefully in the pictures you can see, because that's become also a style and a popularized style. And then for the lips, I just did like a neutral nude color that matches the color palette of the light academia of neutral and light colors. Uh-oh, I'm running out of time. And so, yeah, and then for the men's, obviously in popular culture, men don't wear as much makeup as women do, except for just like very light, very natural looking, and, you know, wearing makeup without it actually looking like you're wearing too much makeup. That would be sort of the style for that. So yeah, I think that's all I need to include in this. All the rest of it is written in my paper. The character that I created here would be sort of someone who would be studying a lot with the light academia, you know, maybe they would be wearing glasses. I kind of have like this look. I have the pearls and then collared and then this sort of like neutral color. They would be, yeah, maybe they would be going to a museum or a library, something neutral that would match their entire aesthetic. Yeah, I think that is it. I hope that that's it. Yeah, so this is my makeup. My time period is modern day. Again, I didn't realize that you wanted us to choose something from the list, so I can redo the project if you need me to. Yeah, so that's it.